Yeah. Oh dear. Oh. Hello, Diana. Are you all right? Very warm welcome to you. Can you hear me and see me okay, darling? Diana, can you hear and see me okay? Okay, lovely. Thank you. It's just me and you and me. Unless anybody else makes three. I thought I'd just give another little live broadcast so I can get used to it. And I was going to read from my book. Oh, my dog's grunting here. She's hot, bless her. How are you today, my darling? Are you okay? Where are you from, love? Oh, Shrewsbury, Shropshire. And you're okay, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. You're okay. Brilliant. Nice part of the country. Oh, originally Dorset. Oh, my dad was from Dorset. Blandford Forum. Oh no, that's Bournemouth, isn't it? I'm pretty useless, aren't I? Pretty useless. I don't know whether I've got the hang of this because unless people's been on here and clicked notifications, I can't see. Don't know what that is. Oh, just me. I don't know. Fiddling with the buttons, etc. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to read a little bit, Diana. If you want to go and you're bored with it, don't worry, because I'll just post it up later. It's from my book, my first book I done, Paranormal Gloucester. There you go. Oops, wrong way again. Lynn Sindri. Okay, and I'm just going to read a little bit from it, like I said. Don't forget tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. I'm going to be on there. On there interviewing The Gathering. Born in Upton Pool. I know where Blandford Forum Army Camp there. Aha! There you go. See? Yeah, that's where my dad was born. Blandford Forum. So I'm going to read a little bit. If you don't want to listen or you're bored or you need to get off, don't worry. I was going to record it anyway. So this one's called Loved Ones That Have Passed On. No end of people have told me of their own personal experiences of their loved ones that have passed on, including beloved pets that have come back to visit. I myself have heard two of my pets running up the stairs to my bedroom, less than a month of them both passing. It was very comforting to hear this, and my husband also heard them at the same time. While staying with a friend once, she informed me that I felt something jump up on my bed in the night. Not to worry, it was her cat that often comes back to visit. That night I woke up as I felt something walk around the bottom of my bed, then settle down by my feet. It was quite a lovely experience. It was her cat. Another night I was dreaming that I was with a large black dog, which we used to have, and I was stroking him. I really felt like he was solid once more. And as I gradually woke up, I noticed my hand was still making the stroking movements at the side of the bed, but there was no dog there. Ah, you knew we had some connection. Exactly. Always meant to be, isn't it? A very dear friend of mine lost her beloved husband and soulmate. It was a very distressing time for her and all the family, and I felt so useless and would have done anything I could to relieve their pain. I prayed so much for strength to be there for them all, especially for my dear friend. I stayed with her the night before the funeral and could not sleep very well when I suddenly saw a strange light in one corner of the bedroom. I tried to think it logically what it was for at first, but could not explain it. I never forgot it, and it will remain with me always, as I do feel it was my friend's husband watching over his beloved wife. He also came to me in my own home in the form of an alarm call. I would lie in bed and suddenly I heard my mobile phone ringing. I went to answer it, and it wasn't. It, and it startled me to find it was not even turned on. But as I was awake now, I thought I'd better get up. And he would have been one that didn't like people lying in bed. So I think that was him calling me to get up. Another morning, I heard the doorbell go. I got up to answer it and called out to my son, who was downstairs, "Who is at the door ringing the bell?" He said, "No one's there, and anyway, we haven't got a doorbell." Oh, crikey, I said, no, we haven't, have we? I looked at the time, 11 a.m. exactly, that I had previously been woken up the previous morning by my friend said she felt it was her husband telling me to get up and to look after his wife for him. To which I replied, I think you're right, you know. Another time I could not sleep at all, and at 3 a.m. decided to get up and go down into the kitchen for a drink. While I was down there, I had this constant urge to write. Write what? I was saying to myself. So much so that eventually I gave in and got a pen and paper and started writing and writing and writing. And I couldn't stop, just as if someone was controlling my pen. Then I stopped, quite exhausted, but not realizing what I had written. I looked at the time, and I had been writing for 2 hours. I showed my friend what I had written, and she was amazed and yet happy. She said that it was her husband's handwriting and even his spelling mistakes. Also, I had written things that only they knew about and no one else. Wow, was I spooked or what? But in a nice way. I had felt that I had fulfilled my duty, and was delighted that I could help in a way that I would never ever have envisaged. So there you go. And that is called automatic writing. So I just thought I'd do that little one and see if anybody come on. So Diane, I often hear my first Cocker Spaniel girl tip-tapping up and down the hallway. I'm not the only one. Family heard her too. Ah, that's brilliant. Yeah, it is nice, isn't it? It really is. Yeah, I've definitely heard. And my husband's not a believer, but even he said it sounded like our two dogs running up the stairs. So yeah. Um, so I've done my little video. I should post it later. Because obviously, what is it? Nearly 6:10, and nobody's coming on. So not that I expected them to, but we've had a nice little natter, haven't we? So you've got some haunted places around Shropshire, haven't you, Diana? I think. I'm almost sure you have. If you have you been there? Any of them? I know Wiltshire is very haunted. Gloucestershire, parts of Tewkesbury, I think, yes. So is there anywhere near you that you deem to be haunted? It's quite a bit of delay, isn't there, on questions and answers. Lots. Ah. Anyone in particular that you went to that you felt anything or you knew it was haunted? Hello, whoever's lurking in the background. Come in and say hello. You're welcome. Yeah, we're just asking Diana if she lives in Shropshire, if there's any haunted areas where she lives that she is aware of. I've also read a little passage from my book, which anybody can listen to again afterwards. Ah, I was going to say about Shrewsbury Prison with your daughter-in-law, and then on a live with a certain TV people. Oh, And alive with a certain TV people. Ooh. I wonder who that was. So what was Shrewsbury Prison like? Was it good? Oops. The toilet rolls blowing everywhere. Did you? You picked up lots. Are you spiritual then, Diana, or medium, or psychic? Well, we're all psychic, aren't we? We've just lost the ability to use it. I don't know why I got my earphones on. Don't need them on at all, do I? I know what you meant when you said loads. You picked up loads. I'm always doing typos. Oh dear. Blooming hay fever. Oh. Well, doesn't look anybody else is going to join us, Diana. So it's just me and you. Oh, number 3. It says 3, so I don't know who that is. Anybody's welcome. You want to pop in and say hello? Or you want to just stand back, sit back and lurk? That's fine as well. I just read a little piece from my book, and Diana and I are talking about where she lives in Shrewsbury, Shropshire, at any haunted places. She's been to Shrewsbury Prison. Ah, right. I've sat in circle and development as well in groups. I'm not aware of my nan or any of my family was clairvoyant in the family though. I think, well, they might have been. If they were, they didn't tell me. I wasn't aware of it. But yeah. So probably somewhere along the line there was somebody. But so obviously you've oh so sorry. So obviously you got some ability then, Diana. Hello, Tinker. Oh, that's all right. Won't be able to chat much due to being at work, but I can listen. Oh, don't you work too hard. Where do you work then, love? Oh, no, you can't say much, can you? All it is, Stinker, I've just been on here to read a little bit from my book, which you can look back later if you like, and my book, Paranormal Gloucester, and talking to Diana, and we just been talking in general about ghosts around where she lives. Hello, Jane. I live in Hastings. Lots of ghosties here. Many ghost walks and stories of smugglers. Oh, yes. And here, welcome, Jane. I'm an engineer at cabinet manufacturing. Oh, that sounds very posh, Tinker. No groups to go, all shut down years ago. Plus, I don't drive to get further afield. All right. Right. Yeah, Hastings. Many ghost walks and stories of smugglers. Oh, I do apologise. I don't sleep very well lately, and I'm yawning. This is bad, isn't it? I better not be yawning Tuesday when I'm interviewing the gathering. Yeah, so it's quite warm here in Gloucester. I've got my fan on, and Bella's asleep. Yeah, so I mean, you've picked up lots of things in pubs. Probably glasses with spirits in them, is it? Sorry, I couldn't resist that, could I? Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, the oh dear. This book I've got is It's an A to Z gazetter, so it's called. Diana, being as you were first on, give me a letter between A and Z, and I'll pick out a story if there's one of that. It does say A to Z. Pick out one from A to Z, and I'll pick out something from there and read it to you if you like. H. Okay. Let's have a look what we got for H. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Nothing. Hello. I can say hello. No, there's nothing for H. Oh, sorry. It does say A to Z, though. Let me see. Try another one. Sorry. Oh, I could do, there's one called Chapter House. So there you go. I'll do that one because it's got a H in it. Chapter House. Okay. This is in Gloucester Cathedral. Obviously, I've got to read from here for you. So, oh, and a P. Oh, I might have a P. I don't know. I just had a P. Oops. Oh, yes, there is a P. Right. I'll do the chapter house first. The chapter house is partly built from stone used by the Romans who made Gloucester their home for 350 years. A section of the building was built by Bishop Alfred somewhere between 1058 and 1066. 1066, Hastings. Yes? Am I right? The Battle of Hastings was 1066? If it was, that is weird. Is that not coincidental? Yes. Anyway, just before poor King Harold was killed on his birthday at the Battle of Hastings. Oh, I should have read on, shouldn't I? I should have read on. And it was on this site that King William the Conqueror discussed the writing of the Domesday Book, which was compiled in 1086. The architecture of all but the eastern end of the cathedral is Norman. Edward the Confessor, the last Saxon king, liked everything that was Norman. He even sent to France for builders to erect Westminster Cathedral, and to please him, Bishop Alfred, likewise in Gloucester's inscriptions in Lombardy on each side of the chapter house, commemorate distinguished Normans buried there in the 11th and 12th centuries. And when the floor was levelled in 1880, coffins were discovered beneath it. Ooh! On the lid of one was written Decaderisk. It was placed in the crypt of the cathedral. Norman, a gentleman whose family have lived in Gloucester for many years, told the story to his father, and his father told him when he was a boy. His father claimed that the chapter house had a regular ghostly visitor from days gone by. It was said that the ghost appeared to walk across the room on his knees. They were mystified by this until it was realised he must have been around in the days before the alterations to the floor and was still walking on the previous surface, which was lower. Perhaps he would have preferred the place he had been left as it was. But of course, we shall never know. Right, and the other one was P, wasn't it? What we got for P? I know we got one for P. Peter Hickman. Peter Hickman is a hairdresser, or was a hairdresser. I'm not sure whether he's still going. Again in Gloucester. Oh, this is from Gloucester. 101, page 101. Right. Peter Hickman. Where are we? Here we go. Peter Hickman's is a well-established Gloucester hairdressing salon. The building itself, however, is quite old and dates back to pre-Victorian days. It has been used not only as a private residence, but also by a firm of 19th century solicitors. I heard stories of ghostly happenings there. I heard that there is a very gloomy cellar area with strange doors and mysterious passageways. It is from this area that a lot of strange tales stem. There is a room in the cellar that is used to store stock. No one enjoys the job of going downstairs alone to fetch a bottle of shampoo or whatever else is needed. The ghost, or maybe ghosts, downstairs are said to be very noisy, and often loud conversations can be heard, which will be suddenly cease as quickly as they began. Two girls who worked at the salon said they had both heard these noisy chattering, and sometimes it seemed that a heated row was taking place. Then there would be silence. They also said that the light would switch on and off by itself in the stockroom. Now, Emma, a previous hairdresser there, clearly heard her name being called from below one day, so she ran to see who wanted her. She reached the bottom of the stairs, but there was nobody there. The two other employees also spoke of the noises coming from the cellar. They said that sometimes it sounded as though their tins were being rattled about, accompanied by scurrying noises, like the sound of someone rushing around. The staff said the strange things had been happening there ever since they could remember. Nobody is surprised by what goes on there anymore, and the staff look upon the presence as a friendly one. A lady who once lived in the flat of the house had apparently seen the figure of a small girl sitting on the stairs, crying. She went to comfort the little girl, but the apparition disappeared. None of this seems to affect the atmosphere of the house, however, as everyone seemed to be very happy and relaxed. There you go. Isn't that nice? A hairdresser's that is haunted. Right. Diana, thank you very much for your company. Tinker, thank you very much for your company as well. And thank you very much for just dropping in, Jane, for your company. I'm going to end this now because it was only going to be short. I do a lot of short ones when we haven't got a lot of people on, and I know that they can listen to it later. So thank you very, very much indeed. I'm going to go and see who's going live with the ghosty bits now, paranormal, etc., and perhaps have some tea. Thank you very much indeed for popping on, and see you soon. Bye-bye for now. God bless. Bye for now.